We've now seen how to start, stop, restart, modify configuration, and reload this configuration for Linux services. Let's look at how you can do something similar using Windows. For this example, we'll be using Internet Information Services, the feature offered by Windows to serve web pages. First, we'll need to enable this feature. We'll use the Turn Features On and Off option in the Windows control panel. So I'm going to go ahead and click Start, Control Panel, click on the Turn Windows Features On and Off. This opens the Server Manager, which we can now use to enable Internet Information Services. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Next, Next again, and Next again, so a total of 3 times. I'm going to go ahead and scroll down and look for Web Server IIS. I'm going to click on that, and then I'm going to click Add Features. Click Next. Click Next again. Next again. Next again. And then hit Install. I've selected the web server option to have this service enabled on this Windows instance. It's now installing all the necessary pieces to enable a web server on this machine. It's now done installing. When we close this window, we notice that there is a new option on the Service Manager called IIS. We see here that we have an IIS service running on this server. We can configure this service by right-clicking on the entry and then selecting Internet Information Services Manager. Then I'm going to expand on our server and then click on Sites. These are the websites that are handled by this service. Currently, there is only one called Default Website. Let's see what this website looks like by navigating to localhost. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Internet Explorer and type in localhost. Great! Our server is serving the default website. Now let's add a different website to it. We go back to our Windows Information Services. I've created an example site and stored it in my Documents folder. Now, I'll copy this example site into the inetpub directory, which is the directory normally used to serve websites when using IIS. So I'll hit copy. Then I'm going to go into the inet directory, just C, :/inetpub. I'm going to paste that example folder from my documents to the inetpub directory. And then hit continue, security control. All right, I've copied my website. Now let's enable it in the IIS Manager console. So let's go back to the console. I can add a new website by right-clicking on the list of websites and selecting the Add Website option. I'm now presented with a bunch of options that I need to fill in. Let's select Example as the name of my website. Let's select the folder that I just copied as the physical path for the website. Finally, let's select 8080 as the port. This last one is so that the default website can run in the default port, port 80, while our example website can run in a separate port. Alright, I set up the new website. IIS tells me that the website is already up and running. Let's see if that's correct. I'm going to go ahead and click on Internet Explorer, type up localhost, and type in :port 880 and hit enter. Success! We've added a second website to our web server. We've now seen how to install, manage, and configure Linux and Windows services. In the next quick lab exercises, you'll be able to try these actions yourself. Have fun!